David Kupelian. I've never heard of this guy, but apparently he's been a guest on the Hagman Report. And they have to make sure you know it's Hagman Report live, even though it's probably not. Probably streamed on the internet like most things are nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Let me just say this straight. Okay. Nobody who is white could have been elected who had views like Obama.
Obama had pretty fucking centrist views on most things. Let me play that again and turn it up a little bit because that was a bit quiet. Turn it up here. Here we go.
This straight. Okay. Nobody who is white could have been elected who had views like Obama.
I know he said views, but it sounded like Jews when he said it. Nobody had Jews like Obama.
So, I mean, aside from his very aside from the very specific views that he accumulated in his growing up and living as a black man.
What views did he have?
No, sorry, yeah, that's like aside from that, right there, that sliver. Everything else is not.
He was a constitutional lawyer. He was wasn't he Harvard educated? I think he was, wasn't he? Yeah, Harvard constitutional law. So, and he was a community organizer. It's like, what weird shit was he saying that if a white person said it, like
none, there was none.
Because unlike this guy, we know that in order for him to be taken seriously as a candidate, he has to be super goddamn straight-laced. He has to be above and beyond whatever the white man would have as a hurdle. They have to have twice that because he was a black man. It's like, but these people think it's the opposite. It's not opposite. Of course they world, do. Guys.
Yeah. No, it's not. There's he was look, as a black man, he was super white.
Yeah. Because he had to
be. He was a super white black man in office.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a black man. You can see that anything where he's out of office, any that's in office was completely different.
Yeah. And let's not forget that he was one of the few like presidential families not to create any kind of scandal.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Can't say the same for Bush. I'm not doing whataboutism here, but I'm just saying that there are shit that happened in the past between a lot of these families where like the fame goes to their head or something goes wrong and I don't know. Anyway, Kupelian, let's see what he says.
America had a national guilt because we had slavery.
No. White guilt. God damn it. No. You don't get to play that card. No.
Probably our worst national sin. Some people would say abortion is, but they're both awful. We had slavery and then we had segregation. So there was a genuine national guilt over slavery and segregation. And there was a certain joy. I felt it before Obama, like really screwed up and did such horrible things. There was a certain...
What horrible things did he do, though?
There was no horrible things he did.
He's not going to list any horrible things here. He's just going to let that... He's going to fart that out and just let it float in the air and be like, smells like sunflowers today.
Joy that Americans had at electing a black president. 69 million Americans voted for Barack Obama in 2008. Most of them are white. There's only 13% of the voters are... of the population is black.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, keep in mind, Mr. Kupelian, that he's doing this video in front of like a series of a lot of books behind him. It's like, okay,
of course,
13% of America's population is black. So that makes it about 39 million people within the nation. I'm just spitballing numbers here, 39, 40 million people. We still have like about 50% turnout when it comes to elections.
Yeah.
So with it being half, you get about double the amount of people that are actually trying to get people elected. So if the black people turned out and they were really trying to get him elected, and every single one of them, I'm not saying they did, I'm just saying that the voter turnout for black people, I believe, was a lot higher than white people when it came to voting for Obama.
Yeah, as a percentage, yeah.
And so it's not about, more white people voted for Obama. I think if we looked it up, it'd be goddamn close. At least that's my thinking. I haven't looked it up, and I'm not going to because this guy doesn't deserve the work.
But to show
no, I mean, it would be relatively close, but it's a little bit higher, but not quite, not like landslide type of. If they didn't show up in the numbers that they did, if it were just, typical numbers, it wouldn't have made that big a difference. I don't think it would have swung the election.
No, I don't think so either.
Either of them.
Now, I think, let's see, I decided maybe I'll look it up real quick. The election polls vote by groups.
Really, what did it was the fact that Barack Obama is a charismatic motherfucker.
Yeah. So whites, including Hispanics, only made up 45% of his vote. 55% went to McCain. Non-whites went 90% to Obama. So just like I said, 99% of the black vote went to Obama. So if they were highly organized, it doesn't break it down by millions because that's obviously stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't break it down by millions, but it was still
overwhelmingly the minority people came out and voted for Obama.
Right.
And so for this guy to be like, oh, only reason he got voted in was because of white guilt. Fuck you, man. You don't understand how this works at all.
No, he doesn't.
Because he's taking just the basic chunk, 13% are black people. It's like, yeah, you're also forgetting Hispanics. You're also forgetting other people that are not just black. You have Caribbeans. You have people that came in from Cuba. You have all sorts of people that make up minorities in this country. You have Asian people. How about that? I bet you they voted for Obama. Hey, look at this graph. Yes, they did. God damn it.
And then you have a whole fuck ton percentage of people who just didn't care. They didn't care. They didn't care that he was black.
No, because he had the better slogan.
Him. he had the better information. He had the better slogans, better information. He was more charismatic. He was a better candidate.
Mm-hmm. And also, keep in mind,
who was he up against in both elections? He was up against John McCain and Mitt Romney.
McCain saddled with fucking Sarah Palin.
Saddled with Palin. Yeah. And I can't even remember who Romney was saddled with. That's how
I don't even remember.
That's how shitty his campaign was.
That's how milquetoast everything was. Because who the fuck was this running mate? I know somebody's screaming at whatever they're listening to us on.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are, but I simply don't remember.
Romney, what, 2012?
Yeah.
Who was his Oh yeah, it was Paul Ryan.
Oh, that's
I had forgotten about that. I completely went out of my brain.
It was Paul Ryan. That's right, because I remember the absolute smackdown, the absolute beatdown that Paul Ryan took at the hands of Joe Biden.
I fucking love Joe.
God damn.
We need some statesmen back in there. We need some statesmen back in. Let's let this dumbass finish.
The world that this is not a racist nation.
Yeah.
We showed the world that this is not a racist nation.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy. Keep going with that one.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
This is, as I've said all the time, America is the least racist nation on the face of the earth, in case anybody out there didn't know. This is the least racist nation in all of history.
Amen. In history? In history. Really?
Yeah, sure.
I think Xerxes would have something to say to you about that. In history. All of history, least racist.
Really?
How about the Roman Empire? Least racist. Least, god damn it, these people. Like, you guys realize civilization's been around a really fucking long time, right? I mean,
long 6,000 years, right?
Fuck you, Kyle.
And the evidence is that we elected a black guy twice as president.
1 out of 44 or 40. Yeah, 1 out of 44 there. 45 now, but one.
Did you vote for him, Mr. White Guilt?
How dare you ask me that question? It's none of your business who I voted for. I voted Constitution Party. I voted Del Shanzi in the last election. Sorry, guys. Don't Google that. He's a terrible person.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.